Week number 15 morning show kicking off. Appreciate all of you in the building right now. And we're going to break down any of the news real quick. And then we're going to get right into the super chats. And then hopefully we'll have some time for a few phone calls. So ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you all being here. File on in, hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe if you're new. The Fantasy Football Show morning show begins right now.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com studios,
it's the Fantasy Football Show live
Monday through Friday,
8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Live whenever news breaks, live before games, live after all games. So we'll be here after the afternoon slate of games. We'll be here after the Sunday evening game. We'll be here after the Monday game, the Thursday game, etc., etc., etc. Let's jump straight into the news. I'm going to read it off today and go quickly. Kenneth Walker will not play Week 15. Kenneth Walker is out. Zach Charbonnet. Fire up, Charbonnet. In fact, we got some breaking news here.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk.
Warning, what you're about to see might be a little bit scary. You might want to turn away if you're squeamish, but this footage has been sent to us from a local Phoenix resident. Local authorities are trying to figure out what the sign means. It reads Sharb season. Unclear as to what that is trying to reference or if that's some sort of warning. And it's still undetermined where these flying objects are deriving from.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk.
Fire up your boy Sharbs because Walker is not going to play Week 15. Nor do I think he plays probably Week 16. And as I've said multiple times, I think he gets shut down for the regular season as they prepare for the playoffs and try and get him healthy. And, a lot depends on how Sharbs does. If Charbonnet goes out and has an absolute monster game today, then they're going to have a little bit less pressure to get Rush Walker back. So Charbonnet season is in full effect. Get him out there in your lineup. Derek Carr is inactive as expected. Drew Lock is inactive, which means that you're going to have DeVito starting this game, which start neighbors at your own risk. More news. I'm just rolling through as we have it. Tony Pollard is active in Week 15. Tony Pollard is active in Week 15, and he's a pretty darn good play if you've got him. The ankle injury worries me a little bit, but if you've got like an outstanding dilemma, then you're going to walk away from that one because Pollard has the ankle injury. But if you're sitting there scrambling to try and replace Pollard, now you don't have to. And Njoku is inactive. David Njoku is inactive. Smart move by us last night when we avoided drafting him in the best ball battle royales because we were like wanting to pick him because he was such a good value, but there was a risk that he didn't play. So Njoku is not going to play. Inactive Keaton Mitchell. It's Hill right now. Justice Hill is the backup to Derrick Henry. If you need to make a decision right now for weeks 15, 16, 17 to back up Derrick Henry, it is Hill. Okay, I know we wanted to be Keaton Mitchell, but he tore his ACL late in the season last year, and now we're looking at this slow progression back. Not something that we can count on moving forward. But next year we'll talk next offseason real soon. January, February, March, we'll talk about Keaton Mitchell and his role. Breece Hall is active for Week 15 against the Jaguars. He was upgraded to full practice on Friday, putting him on the right side of questionable heading into this weekend. He's officially back after missing one game with the knee injury. You have to fire up Breece Hall. Unless you have Charbonnet, some sort of unexpected miracle that has put you in a position where you've got a running back one now, a top 5 to 10 running back in Zach Charbonnet. It's not like Zach Charbonnet, some random occurrence that you're like, oh, he's do I start Zach Charbonnet, who's this top 15 to 20 running back, or do I go Breece Hall? Okay, Sharbs is a top 5 to 10 running back, but you can't sit the man known as Breece Hall for running back 2s and running back 3s and flex plays. Breece Hall is a go, and he needs to be started. Okay, you have a first-round player that is playing. You have a lot of worry built around the Jets, offense. We talk negatively about how bad the Jets offense looks. They're not fighting for anything. And you can't get too caught up in that and start saying to yourself, like, but they're going to sit Hall in the middle of the game in week 15. Or he's not going to, we'll worry about week 17. And week 17, we'll worry about week 16. And week 16, we'll worry about week 15 and week 15. And right now in week 15, Breece Hall, your first rounder, is starting. So this is not that difficult. Okay? It's just not. And we'll take it week to week. But when he's out there, you start him. He's your first round pick. Hollywood Brown, there's still a possibility Hollywood Brown shoulder plays in week 16, but he will not play in week 15. Deontay Johnson is expected to return to the Ravens building on Monday. Okay, that doesn't help us now, but at least you know. That is Ladd McConkey there's optimism. Ladd McConkey, knee and shoulder, will play week 15 against the Bucs. You got to start him at your own risk. You got to have a backup plan or potentially look at other options. That's the news right now. Hopefully you feel caught up. You should feel caught up because that is pretty much everything out there. And let's get right into the super chats. And don't forget the merch is up on the merch store, which is youtube.com. Actually, this isn't on the YouTube store yet. The merch that I'm going to show you, like this example. How can you travel without a Chase Brown bag? Okay, and it's got the Fantasy Football Show logos across the other sides. How could you not travel without that? This right here. How could you not buy a absolutely off-centered hoodie with the Fantasy Football Show logo down the back, logos on the wrists? There's a show logo on the wrist and a circular logo on the wrist, and then this off-centered hoodie. Look at this bad boy. These are all at thefantasyfootballshow.com/merch. thefantasyfootballshow.com/merch. And then there's this Chase Brown number if you dare. This one's absolutely beautiful. Look at that one. That's a real thick, heavy-duty hoodie. And then, of course, you can see all of the merch right here as well. This backpack, Chase Brown, or the Fantasy Football Show logos, the Chase Brown and the Fantasy Football Show hat, and it's flex fit. So this is the real deal. I just ordered mine. This is all can be found at thefantasyfootballshow.com/merch. You should see a link in the description as well. Of course, your Breece's Pieces shirt, all of the show logo merch. Go grab that. Let's get back to the super chats and news. Smitty, I need your inner fantasy powers today. Start 1, Bucky, Keenan, Reed, Hopkins, or Devontae Smith. Start 1, Tua or Hurts. I'm going Hurts. Start 2, Najee, Rico, Tracy, Mooney. I'm starting Rico and probably Najee for safety. Tracy and Rico's interesting, but that's more high risk, high reward. Najee and Rico's probably your safer start. Start 1, A.J. Brown, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson. Bro, that one's tough. I mean, you're going to get that wrong 50% of the time. I'd probably go Breece Hall. He's your first rounder. AJB is really hard to sit too, though, right there. And start 1, Crafter, Ferguson. Give me Kraft. At the top, I'm probably going to go with Devontae Smith for safety. Bucky, high risk, high reward. Bucky is expected to play, but he was expected to play last week, and he did play. But then he sat right away because his back tightened up. I don't know. Devontae Smith is the safer call, but Bucky has more upside. He just comes with a lot more risk, so you get to pick your poison. Do you need risk? What are you dealing with today? Chase Brown, Charbonnet, or Wilson at the flex. I'm going to go Charbs by a hair, but I love Chase Brown, and that's your fault. You can't get him in there, eh? That's your fault. I'm not telling you to sit Chase Brown. I'd never tell you to sit Chase Brown. But I do feel like if we're trying to weigh things out, Charbs, Chase Brown, Seattle's fighting hard. Not that the Bengals won't be fighting. They're always fighting. And that's the thing. We can't get carried away with this. Everyone's going to sit. Everyone's going to play less. Everyone's going to be bad. Because what are they fighting for? We can't get too caught up in that. There's some of that comes into play. Like we worry about that with CD in week 17 and week 16 if he gets banged up. But you can't run away from these players that are first-round picks like Hall and et cetera, et cetera. So at the end of the day, Charbs and Chase Brown's a tough call. It's an impossible call. You're going to get it wrong 5 times out of 10. I'm going to get it wrong 5 times out of 10. The chat together collectively, we're getting it wrong 5 times out of 10. Maybe 4 if we're lucky. Sharbs and Chase Brown need to be in your lineup, both of them. I can't tell you to sit one, but Sharbs feels a tad bit safer because they've said we're going to dial back Chase Brown a little bit. They haven't really done that, but they've said they wanted to. Flex MHJ, DK, Ramondre, or JMO. I'm going to put in JMO this week. You can call me whatever name you want, but DK is hard to sit. I'll put DK in my second spot there. Pal, appreciate you. Hopefully you have 2 options. Do I start Brees, Braylon, or Najee? I go Brees. He's your first round pick. You do it live. You start him. You do it. Should have the Fantasy Football Show logo on the shirt along with the West stamp written somewhere. Neighbors, BT, or Mooney in the flex. I'm going with, in this situation, I'm going to probably go, I've gone Mooney and BT, I've gone BT, I've gone Mooney, I've bounced back and forth, I've bounced all over the place on this question, to be honest with you. That's just the nature and the truth around these tough calls. You can say whatever you want, like Smitty flip-flopping. Look, it's a flip-floppy type of answer because it's a hard 50-50 call. I'm leaning BT today. I wasn't yesterday. I'm leaning BT over Mooney by a hair. I've been asked that question a lot this week, and I'm just flipping. I'm flipping right now to BT. I don't know why. This is speed. I don't know. I'm just getting excited. I don't know. I would say BT's riskier. High risk, high reward. Mooney's a lot safer. Running back flex. London, Brees, Sutton, Sharbs. I'm going Sharbs and Brees. If I've got to pick one, Sharbs is a tad bit safer. Brees is higher risk but more upside, and he's your first round pick. But hopefully you're saying you need one running back and a flex. If you do, you need both those guys in the lineup. You know, London on the bench is rough, but it is what it is. Start 2, BT, Waddle, Najee. Give me BT and Najee for safety. Give me BT and Waddle for high risk, high reward. You're down. You're projected to lose. You need something big. Need help, Smitty, Standard League, 2 in the flex. Jonnu, Tracy, Thielen, McCormick, which 2? You're going to go Jonnu and Tracy for me. I know a lot of you love Thielen, and I don't blame you, and I took a lap last week when I said, I can't buy into this. He's only got 3 weeks left to stay healthy. He's an old man, but he did really well last week. He's getting peppered with targets. You could say that the safe play is Jonnu and Thielen, but Tracy's a little higher upside than Thielen, but there's more risk. So safety, go Jonnu, Thielen. High risk, high reward. You're down. You need a little bit of a swing. Go Tracy. But it's hard to sit either one of Tracy or Thielen. Just that is what it is. It's the nature of that question. Need 2. Mooney, Cooper, Waddle, Addison. Addison's a lock. Mooney's your safe play. Waddle's your higher risk, high reward. And Cooper falls into that same category. High risk, high reward. If I win the bet, you have to wear. Okay, Wes. You're trying to milk this thing a little too long. You have to wear a T I make. No. Answer is no, Wes. No, and Njoku start. Henry, Pat Fryermuth, Ferguson, or Pitts. We're going to go with Pat Fryermuth without Pickens today. Pretty solid and easy call. This super chat jumps ahead of this one. This is Bravo with the $20 hauler. Absolute monster.
Alert. Super chat alert.
$20 hauler from Bravo. Bravo, appreciate you. Have to makes up for Jennings and Kyron. Projected to lose. Start 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Lamb, Terry, Kamara, Higgins. Ask, start, wish, or what? Ask, start with Washington or Arizona, I think is what you're saying. Washington D. And then 1 flex, 1 wide receiver. I'm going to go Lamb and Kamara for a big swing. How do you sit Terry, bro? Oh, my God. Higgins. Oh, my God. You want your big swing, though. Lamb, big name, big swing, biggest talent, really. Kamara, I mean, I love Terry. Terry's consistent. Terry's the guy you start in retrospect, with these guys. But if you need a swing, you probably go Kamara, right? Chat, can you vote on that for Bravo with a $20 hauler? Kamara or McLaurin or Higgins? Please order and rank those. Kamara, Higgins, McLaurin. Kamara, Higgins, McLaurin. Please give me at least 10 votes for Bravo. He dropped a $20 hauler and deserves our attention. King, appreciate you. Start 2. Need 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Full PPR. BTJ, Hopkins, Amari Cooper, Sincere, Pittman, Dobbs. Pick one for tight end. Kincaid, Likely, Pitts. Give me Likely. Pick one QB, Richardson, Love. Give me Love, but they're both great plays. Start two, need one wide receiver, one flex. Okay, so your wide receiver is going to be BTJ. Your flex is going to be Hopkins. I like Cooper about as much as Hopkins, but I think I just go Hop. He's got just a little bit more, I think, upside to smash. Just a little bit, because there's a rotation in Buffalo. $20 hauler from Anthony.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Anthony, appreciate you dropping the 20 wad. Anthony, all PPR, Bucky or London. I'm going to go London for safety, but, man, Bucky is a little bit higher upside if you're willing to risk the biscuit and you're like, screw it, I need a big swing. Go Bucky's a little higher upside. He just is. I mean, London has been falling flat, but I will say that this Raider game feels like a damn good one, and without Crosby, when I mean damn good, I just mean for the Falcons. They're probably going to run the hell out of the ball, but London should have a good day. Push comes to shove. I think I go London because Bucky's hurt. We just don't know if Bucky's going to play a full game. We just don't know. I also have Bijan in the lineup too. Falcons, okay. Yeah, Falcons are fine. It's a great matchup. Crosby's out for the season. Other league, Elijah Moore, McClellan. McLeod. You got this all over the place. I'm probably going to go, I think you mean McMillan. Maybe you mean McMillan. I don't know. I'm going to go Elijah Moore regardless. Tracy or Bucky. Tracy's safer. Bucky's higher risk, higher reward. You could hedge your bets here and go Bucky here. That way you don't feel so bad about putting London in up here. But I will say Tracy's a tad bit safer. So like Bucky on the bench today all around is the safer play, but you are sitting a big upside player. But I mean, it is what it is. PPR flex, Bigsby, Akine, or Pop Douglas. I probably go Bigsby this week. I feel like he's kind of rising back up. DK or Reed, I'm going to go DK, Russ, or Bryce. Actually, Reed and DK are dead even, bro. I think Reed's a great play this week. Great play. But I probably go DK. Russ or Bryce Young, I probably go Russ by a hair. Would anybody rather go Bryce Young? Can you guys vote on that one? Bryce Young or Russell Wilson? Without Pickens, it's a little harder to trust Russell Wilson, but do we trust Bryce Young enough in fantasy? Not to disrespect him or say that in a negative way, because he does look like he's coming around pretty strong. I like what I'm seeing out of Bryce Young. Bryce Young is looking better than He's looking better than Stroud now. Like, what a wild turn of events. I'm not saying that holds true, but it's certainly feeling like the case right now. But guys, please vote on that one for your boy. Russ or Bryce Young? We got a lot of Bryce Youngs, bro. Let's see here. Yeah, go Bryce Young, bro. According to the vote, do it live. Okay, Jacob, appreciate you for the super chat. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Need one, Winston, Rodgers, or Stroud. Give me Winston. Not that I love it, but it feels like the best move. My man, start two, full PPR, Tracy, Rashad White, or MHJ. Probably Rashad White and Tracy are your safe calls. I hate sitting MHJ, though. If you want to risk it and go a little higher upside but more risk, maybe you sit Tracy for MHJ, but that's a tough one. Pollard or Bucky. Pollard's safer. Bucky's higher upside, higher risk. So if you're projected to lose, maybe you swing with Bucky, but if you're even Steven or projected to win, maybe you go Pollard because he's just safer. Start two, standard format, Judy, DKB, TJ, Thielen, and Dunze. Probably going to go with Judy and DK. No, BTJ, damn it. God, I don't know. Guys, can we vote on this one? Judy, DK, BTJ, Thielen, and Dunze. Pick two. Judy, DK, BTJ, Thielen, and Doomsday pick 2. I'm gonna go DK and Judy, but bro, how confident am I? 50%. Pacheco or Waddle? I'm gonna go Pacheco by a hair. By a hair. I think he gets more work this week. Full PPR, 1 flex, Bucky, Bigsby, Ramondre. Here I go Bucky, but it is a risk. I go Bucky here. I do like Bigsby a little bit this week. There is a world where you play Sharps over Gibbs, Bijan, or Mixon? No. I mean, is there a world where Sharps outscores all of them? Yeah. But is there a world where I sit those guys? No. Stevenson or Bucky? I go Bucky in that scenario. I've got 4 horsemen in my lineup. Gibbs, Achane, Chase Brown, and Sharps. Let's go. TM, you're going to have a day, I think. The Patrick coming in strong. Devontae Smith or Tank Dell. I go Devontae Smith, but I still always will love Tank Dell. It's just Tank Dell's in a bad spot. His quarterback's playing like trash. It is what it is, though. Gus Edwards, Warren, or McCormick. Probably Warren, especially with being down some receivers or receiver. Full PPR, likely Juwan, Komet, Gesicki, Brenton, Strange. I'd probably go Juwan safe. Likely is high risk, high reward, Joshua, if you need a big swing. I'm going likely in a few best ball drafts. 0.5 PPR. Hurts or Daniels. Hurts by a hair. Najee or Dell, you go Najee. And chat, can you vote Hurts or Daniels? JD5 or Hurts? I go Hurts, but they're both fantastic. Juwan Johnson or Fergie? I'd probably go Juwan. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you. Juwan's safer. Fergie, higher risk, higher upside, though. If you want a big swing, go Fergie, I guess. Juwan's kind of just like steady, but safe. DK, BTJ, MHJ, Shakir start 2. Give me DK and BTJ by a hair. I love MHJ. If you want to take someone out, take BTJ out and put MHJ in. We've kind of flip-flopped on that one all week, to be honest with you, bro, because, you know, it's like MHJ is a better quarterback, but he's playing like trash here and there. Arizona's fighting a little bit harder. So, like, you know, MHJ makes sense. MHJ over BTJ makes a lot of sense, but there's more risk. Bucky over Rashad White. Probably Rashad. God. Guys, Rashad White or Bucky this week. The thing is, we want to go with Bucky. That's our boy. But are we being realistic? You know? Are we being realistic with the workload? Do we know? I mean, last week we got screwed on it, so it's hard to say. I'd say White safer, Bucky's higher risk, higher reward. Pick your poison. You know, I don't want to sit Bucky. Bucky over White. Guys, pick on that. Please vote. Bucky, White. Vote on that one. Bucky or Rashad White. Lost in Joku this week. Who's the best streamer? Juwan Johnson, Isaiah Likely would be my 2 picks without knowing any names. That's all I can think of that makes sense, and they're both available. We got a Bucky call. Tough call to make. Bucky. I guess Bucky, bro. Roll the dice. 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Charbonnet. I go Lamb, and I go Sharps. But that's an impossible question, Frost. Flex 1, Warren, Devontae Smith, Coleman. Give me Devontae Smith. Scored a touchdown last week. I like Devontae a lot. Leggett or X. I don't know who X is, bro. Foster, I have no idea what you. Can you guys help me? Who's X? I don't call anybody X. Can you guys vote or tell me what the hell he's talking about? Appreciate you, though. Need 3. Ladd, Neighbors, Myers, Keenan. Even though Ladd's questionable, you're going to go Neighbors, Ladd, and probably Keenan. Keenan or Myers is your debate. Is he saying that Xavier Worthy? Xavier Worthy? I guess he's talking about Xavier Worthy. I guess I go... what was the question? What was the question on that one? Leggett, X or Leggett? I go Worthy. I don't know why you'd risk your super chat on throwing an abbreviation and no one uses out. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm in a time crunch. Do I go B or do I go P? B or P, Smitty? Time crunch, hurry up. B or P? Who you starting? Or would you start 3? Sutton or London, Crosby out. Give me London. You kind of got to roll with London. But close call. Ladd, Neighbors, or Hall. I'm going to go Hall. Hall's your first rounder, my boy. You know, and he's playing. Like, we can't get cute. We can't get cute at all in this situation. Chase Brown for Achan or Bijan with Sharps at the flex. This is a trade question because you're saying 4, like as if it's a trade. I'm starting Achan over Chase Brown by a hair, but not much. Bijan, I'm not taking out. Sharps, I'm not taking out. Like, it comes down to Achan and Chase Brown. I'd probably play Achan, but this is not an easy call. I mean, the chat's going to tell you Achan because I did this last night, this vote, and he won handedly. But Chase Brown's hard to sit. Bigsby or Keon Coleman on my flex. Probably Bigsby this week. Senior Rojo, are we still higher on Akine over Dell? By a little bit, but not much, bro. I mean, I'm talking like 50-50. Trust your gut. Don't even let me influence you with my answer. That's how close I am, and I feel like I'd be straying you away from your gut instinct. Waddle, BTJ, Devontae Smith. I'm going to go Devontae Smith, then BT, then Waddle. And I feel like I'd Waddle ahead of BT yesterday, but I don't know. Pick 2, London, Shakir, or Thielen. Give me London and Shakir for safety. London and Thielen. Actually, London and Thielen for safety. Shakir over Thielen if you need a bigger swing, but you're okay with him having 2 points because that's how that happens sometimes. Who is the start? Devontae Smith, Tim Patrick, or Stone Smart? Devontae Smith for me. Devontae Smith for me. He scored last week. He's a great play, bro. Smitty, the legend, need help with one. This is a $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
I appreciate you, my boy. Help one tight end and one flex. Andrews, one flex. Andrews, Fergie, Freiermuth. I'm going to go Andrews. And Bucky. And if you need another one, I would say, just in case, I would say probably Freiermuth for safety or Worthy for upside. But I would go Andrews and I would go Bucky. Great dilemma, but, you know, problematic to have those options. Justin with immediate help. Garrett wants immediate help. Both of them dropping $20 haulers. Look at these bad boys. They want to jump the line. They said, Smitty, help me and help me now. Justin, appreciate your 20.
Alert. Super chat alert.
And let's give Garrett a Mars shot.
Too much.
For good measure. Justin, Smitty, got any edge rusher advice for IDP leagues? Bro, that is such a tough question because without names, there's really nothing I can throw at you. Chat, come together and let's throw some names out. Who would you expect? Like, every league's different. Is it like how many starters do you have? Like, there's no way to answer this question. It's so vague with IDP. IDP's all over the map. Some people have one player IDP league. Some people have a whole gauntlet of players. You said Crosby out, need a replacement with a good matchup. Hendrickson isn't available. Maybe give me a few edge rushers with good matchups. League heavily favors stacks for guys. Come together on IDP. We rarely do IDP on this channel anyway, because of the variance across all these different IDP formats. Guys, list some edge rushers that will probably be available. Myles Garrett's not available, Maddie. Okay, that's just not going to happen. Toss out some names for Justin. Justin, monitor the chat. Give me some edge ideas for him. He lost. Justin will come back to this one. I appreciate you, bro. $20 hauler, 0.5. Neighbors, Waddle, Tracy, or Bigsby. Throw out some names, Justin, that are available. We have no idea the depth of this league. There's no way to even begin with that question, but Bruce Smith, 0.5 PPR. Neighbors or Waddle? Go Waddle probably. Tracy or Bigsby? Go Tracy. My boy. And that was a $20 hauler too. My boy, thank you. Appreciate you. Bucky or Ramondre? Bucky. AJ Brown or BT? Give me AJ Brown. Tua or Dak? I'm for Superflex Dynasty. I'm probably going to go with Dak long term. scared from the concussions. Yeah, I would be too. And Dak's still a good quarterback. He is. It's a bad situation. Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall. You got to go Breece. How are we feeling? Breece, look, Breece is playing, and they're not talking about limitations or anything, so Breece to the moon. Bucky or MHJ, probably Bucky by a hair. He is playing Warren or Waddle. I'm probably going to go Waddle for safety. Jumpman, appreciate you. Sit one, Breece, Pacheco, Hubbard, Flowers, Judy, Neighbors, JSN. Probably gonna sit Pacheco or Neighbors, not anybody else. And I probably lean towards sitting Neighbors because his team is garbage and he keeps rotating quarterbacks. It's not his fault. Hospital ball galore coming his way week in and week out. Who do I start? Running back 1, Gibbs. Running back 2, Achane. Flex is Chase Brown. Bench is Lamb. Neighbors. Should I bench one of my running backs? Let's see. Flex is Chase Brown. Bench is Lamb. Neighbors. I mean, no. You can't. I mean, you can't bench Chase Brown. I think Lamb and Chase Brown is close. Chat, you want to vote on Chase Brown, Lamb, Chase Brown? Please vote on that. Please vote on that. That's a tough one, Red. Guys, vote on that, please. And if you got a flex, if I read the question wrong, Lamb's your flex. If you're able to keep all those guys in. Both PPR flex. Hawkinson, Tracy by a hair. Myers, Flowers, Rashad White. I'm going to go Flowers today. I think Flowers gets his Flowers. Craig with a $20 hauler. My boy Craig.
Tumas.
Craig, appreciate you. Amari, Mooney, Sincere in the flex. I'm probably going to go Mooney for safety, bro. Amari's nice though, but I'm gonna go. Yeah. Did anybody? What did everybody say in terms of this question for Allen? If I was to try and toss out a couple. Let me see. Couple edge rushers. I have no idea who's available in your league, my boy. There's just no way to know this. I don't even know what level of starters you're at. Like I assume Garrett's gone, you know. Like I can't imagine that he's available. I'd say, you know, with Will Anderson, I imagine he's gone. I just don't know if you guys don't have like deep IDP rosters. I would say, you know, Daniel Hunter, Houston Texans, Hines Allen, Jacksonville. Jeez, bro. Someone said Burns. You almost have to give us a list of names, bro. A list of names. You can give me a name, Brian Burns. You can give me a list of names, and I can help you further. But that's as best as I could do without even, you know what I mean, Justin. So appreciate you, bro. Hopefully Burns is available. I guess start one. Worthy, Adunze, Dell, Leggett. Probably gonna go. Adunze, high risk, high reward. Worthy, even though he's kind of risky himself, feels a little bit safer than those options. But all right, let's go. We got to roll through these. We got 20 minutes here. Noah Gray, Bellinger, or Likely. Give me Gray for safety. Likely, high risk, high reward. I kind of lean toward Likely this week. It's a risky play though. Don't get mad at me if he has 2 points. Kamara or London. I'm probably gonna go Kamara for safety. Pick 2 flex. Cook and Bowers, I guess. Garrett Wilson. Damn. How do you sit Bowers though? Cook and Bowers. I don't know. Guys, Cook, Garrett Wilson, Bowers, pick 2. Do we put the tight end on the bench? I just don't trust the Jets as much as I trust, James Cook probably. And that's hard to say after a bad week last week. But Charbonnet or Chuba. Chuba's a tad safer. Charbonnet higher upside. Not even a lot more risk at all. But give me Sharps. But, bro, that's hard. That's hard. PPR flex, Brian Thomas Jr., Najee, or JMO. I'm going to say JMO this week. I'm really high on JMO. Start 2, Brees, Bucky, or Keenan Allen. Go Brees and probably Bucky. This one right here, sit 1, Gibbs, Achane, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown. We had this question several times. Josh Jacobs is a bit safer than Achane. Achane's higher risk, higher reward. You got to pick your poison, bro. I guess we sit Jacobs over Achane by a hair. Or no, we sit Chase. Actually, I'm sorry. Take that back. Jacobs is a safer call than Chase Brown by a hair because they said they want to dial Chase Brown back. That's all you got. Like, I guess you sit Chase Brown over Jacobs by a touch, and that's it. There's nothing. I mean, Houston has been better. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'd probably say by a hair just because of that threat, that small mere threat. That's it. That's the only thing you got. They're dead even. Jacobs and Chase Brown are neck and neck. You're going to get this wrong 50% of the time, at least. Start 3, London, Hopkins, MHJ, Keenan Allen. I'd probably say Keenan Allen. Non-PPR pick 1, Elijah Moore, Coleman, Dell. I'd probably go Elijah Moore. He's steady. Kraft or Andrews or both. Flex Worthy, Tim Patrick. I'd probably go both. Kraft and Andrews over. Well, no, give me Worthy. Kraft and Andrews are safe. Andrews and Worthy are higher risk, higher upside if you need to swing. Bucky or JT. And say Flowers or Jerry Jeudy. I go Jerry Jeudy by a hair and JT over Bucky because Bucky's been hurt and he could get pulled at any moment. Bo, Nix, or Kyler, I go Bo. DK or Thielen, I go Thielen for safety, DK for high risk, high reward if you need to swing and you're projected to lose, whatever. But if you're projected to win, Thielen's steady. Pick 3, Achane, Gibbs, Hall, and Chase Brown. I'm probably sitting Chase Brown, and it's very painful to say. Matt, start Mike Evans or Mooney. Give me Mike Evans. He's a baller. Najee or Sincere and Harrison or Hopkins. Give me Hopkins and Najee. But very close between Hopkins and MHJ. Start 2, Brees, MHJ, Addison, Higgins, thanks, Smitty. I don't think you could sit Addison or Brees personally, but that's a tough call. Start Devontae Smith or JMO. I'm going to go probably Devontae Smith or JMO. Probably going to go JMO. I love JMO this week. Rock out. Got to go quickly because I got to go through your super chats. Go. Hurry. I got you.
Yeah, Komet, Schultz, or Stone.
Or who?
Smart.
Komet, Schultz, or Smart. Probably Smart by a hair. By a hair.
Okay. Cool.
All right, my boy. Later, bro. Appreciate you. Okay. Rockout's got a Marsman card, so he can squeeze in. Pollard or Stevenson. I'm going to go probably Pollard, but he is banged up. JT or Pollard. I'm probably going to go JT. I hate saying that against Pollard on both those back-to-backs, but start 1, Thielen or Harrison Jr. Thielen safer. Harrison's higher upside. If you need a big swing, if you need safety, go Thielen. Waddle, Thielen, Tracy Jr., flex 1. I'm going to go Tracy Jr. But that's tough, bro. Top 5 available. Brian Burns. Okay, here we go. Burns, Josh, Hines, Allen. Look, I probably go... I probably go Will Anderson or Burns. Chat, can we vote on this one? Will Anderson Jr., Burns, vote. Or if you like someone else he's listed, drop it like it's hot. But please vote. Please vote. I'm going to go Will Anderson Jr., assuming everything's good to go and he's healthy. But Will Anderson Jr. for me. Please vote on Josh, or on Justin's question. I almost said Josh Allen. Justin Allen's question. Please vote Brian Burns. Will. Go Burns. Will Anderson. Burns. I'm going to go Anderson, personally. Appreciate you, Justin. Thank you for dropping the clarification. There's just no way for us to know how to help you with that. That's why I don't do a lot of IDP. Number one, IDP is not as popular. I know it's getting bigger, but if I did an IDP show, it'd get a quarter the views. You know, there's nothing, and I'm not all about views, but I don't enjoy it, you know, and I don't enjoy having a less interest in it either, so I just don't do a lot of IDP. Pick 2 out of 3.5. Neighbors, BT, Shakir. Give me BTJ. And give me Neighbors. I know Shakir. Shakir is safer. If you need safety, put Neighbors on the bench. I put Shakir in. If you need a little bit of a swing, I put Neighbors in. Brees or Ridley. Come on, you can't sit. How are we sitting Brees Hall? Like, he's playing. He's not limited. He's your first rounder, bro. You're overthinking this. Just because there's negativity around the long-term season situation because they're not winning, you can't sit Brees Hall if he's playing. Tough. But Coleman or Leggett, probably Coleman by a hair, Nick, by a hair. Judy, BT, Thielen, start Hurts or Winston. Give me Hurts, come on, bro. And then start one. You can't sit Judy right now. He's going crazy. MHA, JMO all day. I just love JMO this week. I love both of them, but I love JMO. Hope you see this soon. McCormick or D-Hop. Go D-Hop. Carter. Go D-Hop Carter. Play Christian Watson or Downs at flex. I'm going to go probably Downs as long as he's good to go at kickoff. Pick 2. Sharps, Connor, B-Rob Jr., Ramondre. Go B-Rob Jr. and Sharps. The safest plays, bro. Nice options. Devontae Smith or Quentin Johnson. Give me Devontae Smith without much of a hesitation. Full PPR pick 1. Javonte Benson, Patrick, Leggett, Bateman, Gray, Kincaid. Probably Benson. I don't love that question, though. Benson's been doing pretty well. Pacheco, Waddle, D-Hop, Bucky. Pick 1. You got to go with probably, I don't know. I guess Pacheco is safer. I love Bucky, but guys, Bucky or Pacheco? I guess Bucky if you want to risk the biscuit, bro. You know, high risk, high reward, but Pacheco's safer. James Cook, Pollard. Irving, pick 1. I'm going to go James Cook. 2-3 TD capable any given Sunday, bro. Jaden or Hurts. You got to go Hurts, but, I mean, they're both fantastic. Bowers or McBride, I'm going to go Bowers, but they're both fantastic. You need to have made a trade. You know, the fact that you have those struggles every week, you're going to get it wrong so much. JSN or Thielen, I'm going to go JSN. He's been playing great. And I like Thielen, but come on. JT, Tracy, Flex. Give me JT. I like Tracy, but JT. Sharps, Brees, or Chase Brown, sit one. This is the same question we've had over and over and over. I don't sit Sharps or Brees. I'm not saying sit Chase Brown. That's on you for having him, but I can't start him over those other two. Judy, Shakir, or Ladd. Ladd's probably going to play, but he's still questionable, so I'm picking Judy. And then my second choice would be probably Ladd and risk it, but it's a risk. I mean, Shakir's safer, and he's pretty good, so you don't want any risk at all. Go Judy, then Shakir, but if you pick one, Judy. Appreciate you. Judy's you can't sit Judy no matter what. So with Ladd being banged up, if you got one pick, you pick Judy. Start one at Dunze, Keon, or Worthy. Probably Worthy for high risk, high reward. Dunze, he's still risky, but maybe Dunze's a tad bit safer. Elijah Moore, Bateman, Pittman. Give me Elijah Moore for safety. Dunze, Worthy. Again, Worthy, high risk, high reward. Dunze, still high risk, but a tad bit safer. Freiermuth, they're still smart. Give me Freiermuth with Pickens out. Brother's name is Josh Allen. Will Anderson, it is, says Justin. Make sure he's good to go. Look him up. Make sure there's no injury we don't know about because we haven't been covering the defensive side as much, and he could be banged up or something, but I think he's probably good to go. Flex Neighbors or Thielen. I'd probably go Thielen for safety. Neighbors for high risk, high reward. So, Thielen's a safe play, though, bro. You want safety? You need a safe move. Definitely not bad. AJB or Evans. I'm gonna go Evans, bro. Underdog picks are right here. I'm gonna go Evans by a hair, but bro, you're talking about an impossible question. AJB Evans. I go Evans by a hair. Fantastic options, though. Mahomes or JD. I'm going JD5. He's a top 5 QB play this week. Flex Marv or Sincere. I'm going Marvin Harrison. I like Sincere, but I'm not sitting Marv. I have Gibbs, Connor, Dowdle, Hall. One has to sit. Probably going to be Connor, bro. It is what it is. Neighbors or JSN. I had Cup. I'm gonna go JSN. You can't sit JSN. Smart got taken. Schultz or Komet. Probably Schultz. Rock out. Probably Schultz. Start 3. AJB, Evans, Zay, Pacheco. I probably sit Pacheco by a touch. You skip me, brother. London or Kamara. I'll look for your super chat. I don't know that I skipped you, but I'll look. I'm gonna go Kamara by a hair. Kamara by a hair, Jack. Appreciate you dropping another super chat, though. I'm sorry if I did skip you. Mahomes or AR5. I'm gonna go Mahomes personally. And Brett with the $5 hauler. I'm caught up after this point, so if I don't have your super chat, let me know. I'll go check it. Full PPR, wide receiver flex, Thielen, Shakir, bench, Cook, Devontae Smith. Will Bills continue to rest Cook for postseason? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're resting Cook for the postseason. I think they're just rotating. I think Cook has a good day. CMC survivor, I'm sorry to hear, bro. Thielen or Shakir, I'm probably going to go Thielen for safety. But I like Cook a lot. I'm not sitting Cook, bro. You know, if you get Cook in your lineup. Last one, J-Mo or Shakir. I'm going J-Mo. I love J-Mo this week. Brees Hall, Adams, or JT in the flex. I'm going to go Brees Hall. You can't sit Brees Hall. He's your first-round pick. Like, what are we talking about here, guys? What are we talking about here? Brees, MHJ, Thielen, Brees Hall. What are we talking about here? We can't sit Brees Hall. He's a first-round player. Just because there's questions about him playing and then he plays, you got to play him. Barlow. Or Barco. Kamara, London. I mean, I do have it checked off. I'm sorry if I did skip it, but Kamara by a hair. But that's a tough call, bro. How do you guys? Can you answer that one? London Kamara. Can you vote on that one for Barco, please? What's up, Professor? Appreciate you. Sit one. Probably Chuba over Jacobs. I don't know how you can make that call, though. That's impossible. Pick 2, Terry, Hall, Sharbs, AJ, Reek, HN starting. Pick 2, Terry, Hall, Sharbs. I'm going to go Hall and Charbonnet. And unfortunately, you got to sit Terry. I hate that, but it is what it is. Noah Gray or Kincaid. Probably Noah Gray by a hair. We just don't know what we're walking into with Kincaid yet. I mean, even if Kincaid has a good day, you won't beat yourself up over sitting him. You can't. Yeah. You can't. These are my underdog hires. Underdog promo code Smitty. Let me drop the link in the live chat if you want to tail these and drop it like it's hot. Smash this right here, this link. The link's in the description of the video. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000. But the minimum is only $10. But look at these hires. They're disrespected players. Brett, appreciate you. I need a big up playing number 1. So Thielen and Cook over Shakir. Yeah, I would say Thielen and Shakir are your dilemma. You keep James Cook in. I would probably go Thielen based on the volume that he's likely to get. It's very, very steady. JSN, Judy, or Evans. I can't sit Evans personally, but Judy needs to be started as well somehow, bro. He's on fire. Need to Jonu, Pitts, or DK. Gonna go. Look, you can't start Pitts over DK and Jonu. No way. Rashad White or Stevenson. Rashad White, because Bucky is banged up a little bit. And he's playing well, and they're throwing to him. Adams or Judy, and I'm going Judy, and Waddle or Waddle BT over Keenan. I'm going to go probably – I wavered on Waddle and BT all day yesterday and today. That's a 50-50 call. Let's go to the chat on that one because you're going to get more help. Waddle or BT, please vote in the chat. I need at least 5 votes on this one. Waddle or BT, please vote for our boy. Terrell, you got 10 seconds because I'm in the middle of Super Chats. Go.
I got 3 quarterbacks. I need to choose 2 of them. I got Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Richardson, and Baker Mayfield. I need upside.
Baker AR5. Easy.
Baker AR5?
Yep.
All right, let's get it. Good luck.
All right, let it, bro. Rodgers is playing with like 5 injuries right now. And I've said this, and I'm sorry to predict injury, or I know people hate that, but I have a feeling Rodgers is getting hurt. I don't know if it's this week or at some point, but he's playing. He's an old man playing with like 5 injuries, and the Jets look like trash. So I just have a bad feeling Rodgers he's getting knocked out of a game here. Jay, hurry up. 10 seconds.
Waddle or Jaden Reed?
Waddle's safer. Reed's higher risk for sure, obviously. But he's got a little more upside, bro.
All right. Thanks, Smitty.
I mean, I don't know. Let the chat vote. Waddle, Reed. At least 5 votes for Jay. Waddle, Reed. Waddle, Reed. Vote for it. Vote for it. Red and Black says Rodgers is already hurt. That's what I just said. He's playing with 5 injuries. Adams over Dell, probably. Yeah. Zay, BT, or Pacheco, pick 1. I'd probably say Zay by a hair, broski. By a flipping hair. DJ dropping the $20 hauler. You monster, you going to Mars, DJ. Whether you like it or not, I hope you like the cold, young man. Smitty, D-Hop, or Shakir. Shakir, a tiny bit safer. If, let's say, you're projected to win or you're dead even, Shakir is a very safe call. Probably gets you 8 points, 10 points. D-Hop could get you 4 or could get you 18. I would probably go D-Hop, DJ, but that's me. You want safety, don't follow me. I'm a crazy wild man. But yeah, Shakir's safe. Thanks, Smitty, plus chat, best content. Thank you, Jay, for dropping the $2 hauler, my boy. Dre, you're live. You got 10 seconds, Dre.
Uncle Smitty, game time decision. Who are you sitting out of Jerry Jeudy, Lamb, Garrett Wilson, or Devontae Adams? Which one are you sitting?
Probably Adams, but I mean anything
right,
anything could happen. But I didn't really hesitate there. You know, 5 times out of 6, I'm going to get that right. Cardinals defense, okay, Strange or Smart? I'm probably what a question. Strange or Smart? I'm probably going to go Smart, bro. And Cardinals defense is okay at best. It's not a great play this week. Commanders would be amazing. Full PPR, Evans, Pollard, Lamb, pick 2. Lamb and Evans. I'm not saying Pollard's a bad play, but you're giving me a very, very tough 50-50 call, or 33.333 call. So it is what it is. I got that mods. I don't know if I have any mods in here, but I hit that right now. Appreciate you. Does Gruden coach again? Yes. In the NFL? Yeah, yes. Pollard or Hall? Come on, Gupta. What are you doing? You know, we can't. T-Man says I skipped him. No, I didn't, T-Man. I answered this, but I'll answer it again because you're the man. Elijah Moore's the safe call, and for this one, Adams or Jeudy and Waddle or BT Keenan Allen. I answered this one too. I'm saying Jeudy, not a hesitation. And if I'm picking between Waddle and BT, it's been even all day. Yesterday, today, I've been tight on this over and over and over. I've been going to the chat. Chat, vote BT or Waddle. Waddle or BT. Let's get T-Man at least 5 votes on this one and redo this one for him. I'd probably say Waddle because he's got a better quarterback situation, but BT's capable at any freaking moment. It's not an easy question. If I missed anybody's super chatter, you think I did, I'll check, but But I think I handled everybody's. But Hoosiers, appreciate you. Walter Gummy in the building. Freedom Guy, appreciate you. DeBalt in the building. Got a mod in here finally. We've been getting hit by a lot of the spammers, so help me out on that, DeBalt, if you can. Mr. T, appreciate you. Juan, what's up? Waddle or Flowers? I'll probably go Flowers. BT won that vote, by the way. Oh, kickoff. That's it. Guys, see you after the games. Appreciate you. All my super chatters, you absolute monsters, you. You monsters. You straight up monsters, super chatting monsters. Appreciate every single one of you. See you after the games. Afternoon games, we go live. Dose.